my channel, and thank you so much for being here. So I've been asked actually multiple times how to prep the face for special occasions, as where you know we're going into the holidays and where you need your makeup to just be fresh and gorgeous and radiant skin and last all day. So that's what we're gonna be talking about today, special event makeup prep. So if you wanna know more about that, hit the subscribe button, share this video with somebody you think might like it, and let's do it. All right, so today is all about event prep. I'm also gonna tell you I'm so ghetto right now. Been on vacation, have lost 3 nails. By the way, these are my own nails. And I even told my nail lady, I was like, they don't feel very strong this time, and they don't. So excuse the nails, they are getting done on Wednesday. Also, make sure you stay to the end because today is my first day of 12 days of giving, and I have the most amazing first day giveaway for you guys. All right. So the first thing I always do when I'm prepping for events is I use my Dermaflash. You guys, I've talked about this so many times. I absolutely love it. I think it's imperative if you want that kind of smooth foundation application, the smoothest texture possible. So I am obsessed with this and I love it. So, and actually if you followed me along on Instagram getting ready for the American Influencer Awards, this is what I use to start off with. All right, so I'm gonna hold my little hairs up here and I'm literally going to shave my face. I don't think you need to use this on high. I think it's just the regular setting is fine. I also do not think you need to use their skincare. Just make sure you're, cleansing the skin before you start, and then nothing else is on the skin. You want to hold this at a 45-degree angle, very similar to, hold on. Very similar to a guasa tool, which I showed you guys a few weeks ago. And it takes off all of the peach fuzz. While I'm doing this, I'll answer some questions I always get about this product, and it's, how is this different than just shaving your face with like a regular razor or like a tinkle razor? So this does double duty. A, it's safer in my opinion. B, it also exfoliates the skin, and it's just more thorough and safer. It's just the way I prefer to do it. I actually use it on quite a few of my clients, and it just is so gorgeous. Obviously the only thing that sucks is you have to buy new razors all the time, but honestly, the benefit I get from it is worth it. I'm like spitting hair. It's so gross. And I do this every 3 weeks, and I like to hold my skin taut like this to make sure there's no skipping. And it's a vibrating razor. And actually I save money because I used to get my lip waxed like every 2 weeks, and now I don't have to do that anymore. And your hair does not grow back thicker, guys. It doesn't. That's a wives' tale. All right. Make sure it's all good. The chin, if you need to, go for it. I just kind of do a light pass. But this will get rid of your stubborn little hairs right here. Do not use any acids the day you use this, guys, because it's an exfoliation, so don't use any acids. Be careful of your eyebrows. It will take them off. Voila. It doesn't take very long at all. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I always prep with an essence. That's just me. I have normal to dry skin, so I prep with an essence for extra hydration and product penetration. And I usually use a lighter weight essence if I'm prepping for an event, because you wanna have the right amount of moisture when you're prepping your skin for an event. You don't wanna overhydrate, because then that could lead to slipping and sliding of your foundation and everything else on top of it. So I will use, it's no shock to anybody, I will use my Tatcha essence. Pat that on. I will only use 1 skin of this. I'm just using the Galactomyces 97 COSRX balancing essence. I love to use them together. They're super lightweight. This one, they're both great for oily skin, but combo oily skin, you'll love this. Okay, but then that is on. So then I will go into my hydrating serums. I will do either usually a growth factor, a vitamin C, and some sort of hydrator. All right, so I am going to go in with my TGF booster. Pop that bad boy on. And then I will combine my Mieux Vitamin C, and I'm gonna let it sit for just a quick second, and my Maelove, the Hydrator Intense Hydration, which is just all about peptides and more antioxidants and just a great overall hydrator. Has hyaluronic acid in it too, so you want that skin to be nice and plump. So while that sits, I'm gonna use the Tatcha Peony Eye Cream, and you can use your favorite. My other one I like to use is the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. It has silicone in it. This one I don't think does, but it has silicone in it, and that adds to plumping underneath there and kind of flattening or filling in. But if that's a problem for you, then obviously you don't, it's not necessary. It's just I find that concealer goes on beautifully over it. Same with the Biossance. That's fantastic too. Totally going quick. Sorry guys, I should be using my ring finger, but estheticians make mistakes too. Now I'm gonna put a lip balm on. It's really important to exfoliate your lips and then put a lip balm on. So when I exfoliate in the shower, and I've already done that, and I will put some of my favorite exfoliators down in the description box, but you also can just use a little bit of sugar and your favorite oil, so olive oil or avocado oil or coconut oil or jojoba oil or whatever, and just exfoliate your lips really well. And then I'm gonna go in with a lip balm. This one is by Smith&cult. It's their CBD lip balm. I am obsessed. Use your favorite. Okay, so now before you put on your moisturizer, I usually will either do eye patches. I really love the ones from Patchology or whoever. I mean, honestly, so many companies make great under eye patches, but I love to use sheet masks. So this is just one of the ones I have laying around. It's one of my favorites. It's by Mieux. Again, I'll link it below. Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist is one of my favorite leave-on or sheet masks. And sometimes if you're oily, you won't even need a moisturizer. You'll just need to prime and you're on your way. This also feels amazing after that Dermaflash. And something cold like this will help calm any redness that might have come up from that and put in great nutrients and really lock in that hydration and moisture. And then if you are dry, you probably will be able to use a much lighter weight moisturizer. All right, so we're gonna let this sit for about 10 or 15 minutes and I'll be right back. All right, so I just took off the mask and this is how the skin looks. So you can see that there is some blotchiness, and that's just from the Dermaflash. It happens sometimes, it doesn't happen other times. It's honestly just how my skin is on that moment. It doesn't bother me. You can do this part, the Dermaflash part, earlier in the day and then do all the rest of it later on if that really bothers you. My foundation will cover this up, so I'm not super worried about it. The mask I did use, the sheet mask, is a hydrating sheet mask. I forgot to mention that. Just a nice, simple hydrating sheet mask. And then I'm gonna use a moisturizer. I love this one. This is by Good Molecules, and this is their silicone-free moisturizer. I'm just gonna put a little bit on. I'm not gonna overdo it since we already have kind of done nice prep work with all of our serums and our sheet mask and all of that good stuff. I did let the sheet mask kind of goodies serum sink in for about 5 minutes before I started this video up again. And another one though that you can use if you are oily is the Kinship Supermellow Hydrating Gel Cream. It's really lightweight. Of course, you probably can have other gel moisturizers out there. It's totally up to you. Just a recommendation. And then if it is a day event, obviously you want to use sunscreen. My favorite one to use is the Josie Maran. I like the tinted one, but I've been using this untinted one and it's really beautiful. It gives a nice, beautiful glow to the skin. But pick your favorite sunscreen. Now you are going to want to, after you apply this sunscreen, you are going to want to let the sunscreen like do its thing. You want to let it soak in before you put any foundation on or anything like that. So make sure you do your eyes. So you will do your eyes first and let that sunscreen sink in and do its thing. I mean, look how pretty it makes the skin. It's just so gorgeous. I love it. But the tinted one would be just as good too. I just happen to have this one sitting next to me. And then what I'll do is I will do another primer, but just in the places that I need it. I've been obsessed with this Smith&cult it's called Blackdrop Mattifying Face Primer. You can use a pore refining one. This is just going to be used in the areas where I find that I have a little bit larger pores and a little bit of that kind of glow that I don't necessarily want coming through right away. And that for me is going to be in these areas right here. And I will put a little bit on my nose just because I find that it helps make everything stick to that area, since that's an area where things have a tendency to rub off on me. The next step is going to be optional. I will tell you that I don't do it a ton, but I know that it works because I have used it time and time again, is to spray the face as it is right now with a setting spray, like a real one with alcohol in it. This one is the All Nighter by Urban Decay. You know that I have used Model in a Bottle for probably over a decade. And so all you have to do is just take this, it sets everything underneath it. And then it just is another protective layer before you move into your foundation. So like I said, you want to let that that skincare and the mask and all of that stuff sit and SPF sit for about 10 to 15 minutes. So again, like I said, it's a perfect time to start on your eyes. My favorite eyeshadow primer, the one that I've used for years, is the, again, Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. Pick your favorite, but again, long-lasting makeup, you have to prime the skin, and the eyes, so I will put this all over the eye area. And I kind of wanted to leave you with this, my top 3 current foundations that I prefer to use for an event. And the first one being the Kojindo Aqua Foundation. This is going to be a lighter weight coverage. It's beautiful. It's a really gorgeous skin-like foundation. And then I've really been, obviously, like, you know, I've done a foundation Friday on this. This is the Smith&cult Velvet Thread Weightless Micro Blurring Foundation. Love this. It's going to be a little bit more of a medium coverage. All of these are cruelty-free, and this is gorgeous. Love, love, love. And then, of course, this is my Temptu AirPod Airbrush Foundation. Again, if you followed me along on Instagram for the American Influencer Awards, you will know that this is what I use. This is going to be a little bit more on the matte-ish side, not really, but it's like a soft matte. It does not need any powdering. It's just stunning. It's a little bit of a learning curve since it is definitely a airbrush system, but it is absolutely stunning. And I have used this in my kit for probably close to 2 decades. I've about 15, 16 years, and this is a staple. So those are my 3 top current foundations that I would pick for myself as well as clients for long wearing event makeup. All right, so now let's get to my first day of my 12 days of giving. I'm gonna show you what we're giving away. I hope you enjoyed those tips. That really are my tried and true tips that I have used for so many years on really getting my clients and myself ready for special events. So I love that. All right, first thing is the GHD Platinum Professional Performance for a 1-inch styler. So this is their flat iron. You guys, I can't say enough good things about GHD. This is the exact flat iron that I keep in my kit. It's also the one I use upstairs when I curl my hair with a flat iron, because I do all the time. Actually, what's left over here is a curl from a flat iron. It just is like, they're so easy to use. It heats up in about 30 seconds. The technology in here is going to really keep your hair healthy and keep your hair protected. That's their whole mission, is that this brand really wants to keep the quality, integrity of your hair, but also give you styling tools that really, really work. They recently sent me their curling iron that I have been obsessed with. Again, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, that's where I do a lot of like little tidbits and how-tos on the stories. And that is also the curling iron that I have been obsessed with. It traveled with me to Michigan, as well as my flat iron from the same company. I will open her up so you can see her. She is gorgeous. This is like a brand new one, and the cord does not kink up. It just rotates around. This product line is all about less breakage. It also helps protect your colored hair, which I have to worry about with the way I color my hair. I really want to thank them so much for allowing me to give this away to you guys. It really means a lot. I hope you all are excited about 12 days of giving. So to enter, all you have to do is be subscribed to my channel. Comment below, say hi, whatever. This giveaway will be closed 48 hours after this video goes live. Please check the description box for all of those details. I would greatly appreciate it if you would follow them on Instagram. I will leave their handle down and a link to their page. Just go, they have such great tips and tricks and just a beautiful Instagram page, and I know that they would appreciate the support. So you know, I just love giving back to every single one of you. I try to do as many giveaways as I possibly can. This is the time of year where I really, and obviously all year round, but I really want to thank you guys for the support and unconditional love that you have given me, and the amazing way that this squad and this community has grown over the past several years. I just celebrated 8 years on YouTube, and I just feel eternally, eternally grateful. Thank you all so much again, and I will see you on the next one. Lots of love from me to you. Bye, loves. All right, so if you made it to the end of this, I'm gonna just give you a little treat. And not that you haven't seen this foundation be worked on my skin already with Foundation Friday. By the way, comment below and let me know if you guys want me to do a tutorial on how to use the Temptu airbrush system. It's so easy. But I'm just gonna take my Smith&cult foundation, and I wanna show you what foundation looks like over this skin prep. So here it is. Went on obviously very quickly. You know I love this foundation. And then I'll just give it a quick hit of their powder setting spray so I don't have to powder it. And I'm good to go and ready to move on with the rest of my makeup. Thank you all so much. See you later.